thank you very much, and thank you for the great work that you do in the Canada North BIA. The tremendous research has gone into promoting this area as the high-tech hub of not just Ottawa or Ontario, but all of Canada. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. C'est un plaisir pour moi d'être ici à Canada ce matin. And I want to welcome all of the guests, particularly the guests from out of town and out of country. My understanding is we have a number of guests from Europe and the United States. To our American visitors, we passed a special bylaw. We'll accept your money at par this week only, so go out and shop and spend lots of money here at the Brook Street Hotel. I also want to thank Ritch very much, the president, of course, of CENGN, for organizing, along with his staff, this important summit, and to thank Ritch for the tremendous work he's been doing on so many important files on behalf of you and many other people in the tech community in the nation's capital and, of course, across the country. I'm very pleased to be joined by at least two, if not three, members of council who are here. Marianne Wilkinson, who is the councillor for this particular area, Canada North, and Jan Harder, who's the councillor for Barhaven, is also the chair of our planning committee, which has an important role in terms of the growth and development of our city. And I believe Alan Hughley will be here at some point, the councillor from Canada South. I also want to thank Terry Matthews very much. Terry and I came in together at the same time, and I always describe Terry as the Tasmanian devil. He's always going a million miles an hour. He's got 101 projects on the go, and he's done so much good for this community. Mentoring, leadership, providing the kind of forums that we have, whether it's Tech Tuesdays or this particular event. So Terry, thank you for the tremendous work you're doing and your advocacy for 5G. Very much appreciate your leadership in our community. The CENGN Summit is an exciting event, not just for our region, of course, but for the entire country. It's brought together this morning decision makers, influencers, and other stakeholders from industry, academia, and government to accelerate next generation networks and to create a more innovative and prosperous Canada. And they're doing that just in our own city alone. I'm happy to share that the City of Ottawa and Invest Ottawa, and I thank our colleagues from Invest Ottawa who are here, are providing financial support to have CENGN's smart broadband infrastructure available in our brand new innovation center at Bayview Yards. Bayview Yards, I have not seen the inside of it yet, but I'm told it's quite spectacular. I've seen pictures of it, and I look forward to touring it, I think, later this week. It's open now. The first portion, Invest Ottawa, has moved in, and we hope to have an official opening sometime in the spring of 2017. And this extreme connectivity will help foster innovation and attract startups to develop innovative technologies and products and test their prototypes. Under the theme of this year's summit, Smart Infrastructure, Smart World, we'll have the opportunity to explore how next generation networks will transform our society and how innovation here in Ottawa and across the country can play an increasing leadership role in this revolution. I'm very proud of Ottawa's contribution to this advanced networking innovation and to our ICT sector. Ottawa has been, home to some of Canada's most renowned researchers and innovators for more than a century. And when you saw Bruce Lazenby's Why Ottawa presentation, which is available on YouTube, you recognize we are very much a knowledge-based economy and have been for some time. But sometimes we get overshadowed by other areas and other parts of the country, and we have to do a little bit more boasting and bragging about the fact that we have the most PhDs per capita of any city in Canada. We have the most number of researchers and scientists on a per capita basis. More startups come from this region than any other part of Canada. And we produce some of the most storied companies in telecommunications that in turn have provided the leadership to shape the ICT industry around the globe and of course create the jobs of today and tomorrow. And we're still going strong. For those of you who are visiting Ottawa today, it's important to highlight that we're home to a very strong technology and innovation community comprised of 1,700 technology companies that employ nearly 68,000 people, mostly in the Canada region. Clearly, it's an important component of our economic growth. La technologie représente un élément important dans notre communauté, non seulement dans le Canada, mais dans le centre-ville, l'Est et l'Ouest de la ville d'Ottawa. And leveraging the capabilities and expertise of CENGN and our cluster of ICT innovators, Ottawa is truly established, internationally recognized center of excellence in advanced networking telecommunications. Some of the world's largest wireless telecommunications companies, such as Nokia, BlackBerry, Ciena, CISCO, Ericsson, Huawei, and Juniper, are developing their next generation products right here in Ottawa. In fact, 90% of Canada's industrial R&D in telecommunications takes place right here in the National Capital Region. That's something I think a lot of our residents, quite frankly, don't know. 90% of R&D in telecommunications is taking place right here in the nation's capital. And all major technologies are represented: cellular, satellite, fixed wireless system, and 5G, all designed and manufactured right here in Ottawa. I want to highlight the synergy between Ottawa's world-leading telecom companies working on 5G research, together with Ottawa's leading software companies working on autonomous vehicle research. The partnership opportunity is tremendous for our city, and I want to commend Councillor Wilkinson, who has brought together a number of important groups, both from the province and the federal government and industry as well, to work on the autonomous vehicle project to ensure that we have our fair share of research and development and job creation right here in the nation's capital. And today you'll hear from high-profile speakers from multinational companies that conduct R&D on next-generation networks and their future applications right here in Ottawa. This smart infrastructure creates new opportunities for all facets of our community. As I understand it, the work that CENGN does aims to help innovators, companies, and communities put these technologies to work in novel and secure ways to manage municipal assets and services, increasing the efficiency of city operations, improving the quality of life of our citizens, and growing the local economy. And as you may have guessed, that's music to my ears as mayor, and it is a priority for our city. In summary, the CENGN Summit reinforces our international leadership and commitment to establish Ottawa, Ontario, and Canada as a global technology development hub. I hope you'll seize the opportunity to engage the innovators who are pushing the boundaries of next-generation networks and applications and explore how we can work together to increase our global competitiveness in this critical sector. I wish all of you a successful, productive, and memorable summit. I also want to point out, and I know she's coming up to speak in just a moment, Karen McCrimmon. I used to say the newly elected, it's now been over a year, but the newly elected Member of Parliament for this riding, who does a tremendous job advocating on behalf of the tech sector to Parliament Hill to ensure that Minister Baines and others understand the importance of this sector to our economy and to the people of Ottawa. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.